Morning, y'all. It is Thursday, January 7th. Yep. 6th. January 6th. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's the 7th. Thursday, January 6th. It is the mad early dish talk edition. Oh, man. Do I have things on my mind? First of all, I have been up since 4 a.m. Yep, that's where we are. Let's start there. Oof, so let's talk. What do you want to talk about? Chilling to some Tracy Chapman radio. Oh no, I got Indigo Girls radio on this morning. So you potentially might hear me rocking out for a minute. The cats are in full swing. Today I have a meeting with the vicar down at St. Mark's Lutheran Church on Broadway here in Norwich about my community workshop. And some of you may have seen it, but honestly, since I'm way, some of you Facebook people may have seen it, but I'm way at the bottom of the polls right now because I've just been getting myself in trouble. So I'll talk about it here. So I'm developing, right, community workshop series. And it's really a way for people to thrive in their spaces, in their lives, in their communities. There are, dude, I think I have like 8 topics mapped out so far. Things we'll need to talk about from real life, like real life budgeting. I mean, because excuse me, we can't budget ourselves out of poverty. That's a misnomer. Sorry, y'all. It don't happen that way. But does that mean that we can't get out of poverty? No. Does that mean that while we're living in poverty, or under the poverty level, yay, or in that socioeconomic gray area of death like I live in, does that mean that we can't thrive? No. And there's a lot of ways to do that. Like, one of the things we'll be talking about is cutting the fat. And I'm not talking about trips to Starbucks, because we all know if we just cut our trip to Starbucks, we'll have enough money to buy a house in 2 years, right? But what about them people that don't I don't go out and buy coffee. It is a rarity that I go out and buy coffee. And honestly, guys, that is something you can trim the fat on if you need to start trimming fat. You know what I mean? Like, the first thing you trim fat on is things that you spend outside of your home, that could otherwise be made in your home. Now, am I saying get rid of Starbucks forever? No, I'm saying use it as a treat every once in a while. But $5, $7 drinks are every day. Those are not feasible for the regular person. For the person living under the poverty level. I mean, it just doesn't happen that way. Yeah. But we're not going to talk about coffee like that, because then you're like, oh my God, Burgerkins, you're just going to talk about how you can budget your way out of not drinking Starbucks. No, that's not what I'm talking about. There's a lot of other ways to trim the fat. So, buying in bulk, buying reduced things, shopping second hands, yeah, there's lots of ways. Lots of ways. We don't have to keep up with the Joneses. That is a lost concept. That is an ignorant concept in this day and age, because we know that concept, that keeping up with the Joneses concept, was just propaganda in the 1950s to get us to buy more things. And guess what, guys? It's still working. It's still working. We don't have to make it work. I hate it. I'm excited to go to Goodwill today. I have a list of things that I want to look for at Goodwill. I have a 25% off regular priced items. I did do a drive-by at Goodwill yesterday, just to see what they had. And I was excited. I was like, oh man, 'cause I didn't get paid till today. You know, you have to like, you know, I'm not richy rich over here, you know? We got to stay within our means and have like a scotch, you know, like things that I need to invest in so that I can grow my business, so I can grow my art, so I can grow all the things. Yeah, so that my wife can be comfortable sitting at her chair in her studio because her chair stinks, you know. But I'll try Goodwill, and then and then I'm gonna reach out to my local free list, you know, my groups, and be like, hey, does anybody have these things? Like, I need yoga mats. Like, I used my yoga mat, which, by the way, my ferrets had torn up. So, like, it was time. But, you know, I need a yoga mat so I could do the yoga. You know? I got lots of ideas. Working on getting the studio into being more of a into more of a workspace, you know, into a functional space. Because, you know, I'm fighting a lot of things right now. I'm really sick and tired of this disability bullshit. I did reach out to a lawyer, and I am just putting it out there that he's going to take my case because I need representation. Can't do this alone. Cannot do this alone. This is not... I don't have the time. I don't have the I don't have the energy. No, I don't have any of that. No, I do not. So, yep. I did get my genetic marker testing back, and I am all clear for having any extra nonsense in my life. So I'm happy about that. That's a plus. And I'm just working our way into pushing towards RV life, pushing towards getting the things that we need. It's going to be a little while. You know, nothing happens overnight. Nope, nothing happens overnight. I mean, if it does, you don't really appreciate it as much, do you? Like, this instant gratification world that we live in has sort of misguided us in lots of ways because, you know, not everything should be instant gratification. I was listening to a podcast, Unfuck Your Brain, and Mel Robbins was on it, and she said something really awesome, and I really appreciated it. So high five to Mel. The high five that she talked about in her Unfuck Your Brain. I think it's like episode 214 on Spotify. And she talks about how you're dreaming, and you're living your best life when you're planning the dream. Not when you've accomplished it. Because once you've accomplished it, you're just going to work on the next project and the next dream and the next idea. That's how it goes. So, it's about living, right? About living. And the high five thing that she talked about, that was good. I appreciated that. I've been trying to do the high fives to myself, either here on video with friends, in the mirror. But you know what? I really do have a pretty good my tooth. I really do have good self-esteem, confidence. I just get down because my body's giving away on me. And that's really all it is. My body is like, I'm tired. So anyway, it's that time where I have to rinse. Yep. And, yep. Oh. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. It is Thursday. I'm excited for today. I'm excited for my my appointment that I have today. My 2 appointments actually that I have today. I feel like today is going to be a day full of promise and hope and magic and ideas. So I hope it's like that for you guys also. Thank you guys for watching. Stay magical, and I'll catch you next time.